Hey, my bones, SilverDFanng with more YouTube reactions. This time around, we got The Amazing World of Rock Slop by Pointlesshub. We've done Pointlesshub once before with the Ausgahul. I like his video essay style. I like his comedy. This is about the worst Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movies. Love Dwayne, but sometimes he's made some shitty movies. Enjoy.
Yes, that is the title I'm going with.
Okay, this is Pointlesshub. It's been a long time, but we have reviewed Pointlesshub before. We watched his Owls of Gahul video. This one intrigued me. The Amazing World of Rock Slop. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, great actor, has made a lot of shitty movies.
Yes, that is the title I'm going with. Dwayne "The Rock" the Tooth Fairy Johnson.
Yep.
He is in movies.
He is.
Are they great movies?
Nope.
Most of the time, no, not really. Are they memorable movies?
Some of them.
I mean, I'd say so. Like you remember they exist.
Oh
That's
my
gotta count for
God,
something.
him
The
in
Rock
The
has
Mummy
saved
Returns.
franchises, and The Rock has killed franchises. He
Black Adam was not his fault.
is a force of nature. We cannot stop him. He's tried recently to escape from the type of films he usually makes. He's been a little typecasted, so he wants to be a more serious actor, and that really hasn't
I heard The Smashing Machine was okay at best.
worked out well for him.
Yeah.
There's a certain type of movie you expect when you think of The
He's
Rock.
an action
you might
star.
remember him in the Fast and Furious movies, or Jumanji, or hell, Moana. You might even remember him from the Korean romance comedy Pain and Gain. But for every Rock movie you
He is an over-the-top person. Like, he is someone you want to see be a badass.
remember, there's like 5 you don't. I bet you don't remember him in Journey to the
I do,
Mysterious
actually.
Island.
No, she's cold-blooded and attracted to heat.
I do remember this, and I remember that he co-starred with the kid from Zafura.
That's emasculating.
That's what I want to talk about.
I mean, there are some wrestlers that can do dramatic. John Cena can do a dramatic role.
Today. I want to talk about the Rock movies nobody remembers. The ones that were never a part of some big franchise. The ones that were utterly disposable.
I'm gonna guess. Okay, no franchises. The Rundown, Jungle Cruise, Rampage, San Andreas, Doom. God, what was the one he did with Kevin Hart? I forget the one. Like, there's one he did with Kevin Hart, and I can't remember.
To use the word, but there really is no better way to describe it. The Slop. I want to talk about the Rock Slop.
Yeah, Rampage.
When you think of video game movies, you think of stuff like Detective Pikachu, or Sonic, or Need for Speed. You know what you never hear about?
That was funny.
Rampage. Probably because nobody remembers it was based off a game, but yeah, it was. There it is.
So this one I actually played as a kid. I played this version. It's fun. You're a giant monster and you destroy buildings. It's not much to it.
Wait, I've never played this series before. Is this just destruction mode in Godzilla Destroy All Monsters?
Yes.
That kind of rocks. We need more movies and games about monsters destroying cities. Godzilla can't hog the whole spotlight.
I believe it's called like Gigabash. Gigabash is an actual fighting game where you play as giant monsters and you just fight each other in a city arena.
Where's my Gamera movie, Hollywood? You cowards. So, I have to be honest, Rampage is not like the other Rock Slop movies.
I forgot about Skyscraper.
It's the most entertaining of the bunch, mainly because it has a wolf taking down a chopper. And I'd also say
that
it
is
has
pretty
the best
awesome.
Rock of them, too. A lot of these movies just have The Rock be a generic hero guy. They need to have an explanation for why The Rock looks like that. So he's always an ex-FBI agent or spec ops or military.
Yep, when you think of FBI, you think of a gorgeous, muscular man. Yep. FBI agents, the fittest of the fit.
Something to explain the batshit feats he's going to accomplish, but not really. The Rock in most of these movies is just there. He's so bland.
You would call him
He
a
is
rock.
action
Ah, ha, ha, ha,
guy.
ha.
Is he sort of a person? I don't know. It feels like in every one of these, he just knows he's being watched. You can see the gears in his head turning about how he can look or act as best as possible in that moment.
Oh, Baywatch. I wonder if Baywatch is here.
Come with me.
He doesn't feel like a character, he feels like The Rock, knowing he's The Rock, which makes a lot of the moments in Rock Slop movies just unintentionally funny.
Which is funny because when Dwayne Johnson plays The Rock in wrestling, even today, he's a completely different character. So it's funny because The Rock isn't this.
Impressive.
Just doing my job, ma'am. Go where they tell me to go.
Rampage is really the best Rock you're gonna get in this video. The one where he says Marvel quips.
Of course, the wolf flies.
I am so sorry. So where do all these monsters come from? Why is there a crocodile this big outside of Florida? Is this caused by a monkey drinking scum soda? Man, I hope so. All of this is because of an evil corporation.
Of course.
Overreacting, Claire. There's a reason we were doing these experiments in space, and it wasn't exactly for the betterment of humanity.
Why would a corporation decide to create a serum that turns animals into monsters? Good question.
Betterment of humanity.
They call the whole evil serum thing Project Rampage. Imagine if after Umbrella Corps made the zombies, they were like, oh no, Project Resident Evil has gone terribly wrong. What was the plan here? How does it benefit a company to create uncontrollable monsters? At least in Jurassic World, they were gonna train the dinosaurs to sell to the military or something. Here they just spend billions to make kaiju for no benefit other than to us, the viewer. They say they're gonna sell the DNA or something, but like, who's gonna buy this? What use are the monsters if you can't control them?
Yeah, that's the
Speaking
problem.
of Jurassic World, The Rock is just Chris Pratt, but instead of taming raptors, he talks to a gorilla.
New guy, he no laugh. He cry.
George the gorilla. George of the
Aw.
jungle. George is curious. He does sign language, but not like that fake sign language everyone thought Coco did. Oh no, this gorilla has sentience.
I don't need your saving. No. George no saved it. You didn't save me. I was fine on my own. I'm fine.
He knows inside jokes. He pulls a prank on Huey from The Boys. This is all before...
I forgot he was in the... I forgot that he was in here. Oh, God, he's good in The Boys. Also, I hear Novocaine is a good movie. And he also did, like, a thriller.
he transforms too. The movie just never acts like this is that much of a big deal. It's a bigger deal that he looks like a palette-swapped Donkey Kong than the fact that he is Caesar from Planet of the Apes. It's okay, George is a chill guy. Sure hope nothing changes that. So yeah, the evil Green Goblin gas lands across America and randomly infects 3 animals. George, this wolf called Ralph, and this fuck-ass crocodile.
What's the crocodile's name?
That sucks.
They get big, shenanigans happen, Curious George is now Furious George. I am so sorry.
That sucks.
That's the movie. Like I said before, Rampage is a little different from the other movies, for one, because this is actually entertaining. You know, in that popcorn flick kind of way. Rampage is not an art house film.
Holy shit!
But it is a decent movie to air on FX at 3 p.m. right before the day after tomorrow. Something you'd casually have on in the background while cleaning your house.
That's fair.
Or you can just watch all the monster scenes on YouTube.
Ooh, that's even better.
That's also an option. The creature designs are the best thing about this. I love how all these goobers look. Especially Lizzie. Yeah, that's her name. It's in the manual. Lizzie has tusks. Ralph can fly for some reason. The plot is really just following these mini kaiju as they wreck up the place and head to Chicago to take out the noise that's driving them insane.
Also to pick up the deadliest of all of them, the bear!
That's right. Not only did this evil corporation create the Rampage serum, they made a noise specifically to piss them off. What is your endgame here?
So not control them, but just to fuck with them? Oh, God.
They're gonna nuke Chicago. Sometimes with these movies, you have to wonder what The Rock's power level is. Like, he straight up gets shot, then ignores the bullet.
Okay, this corporation is pretty bad. Yeah, corporation's evil, but like, there's reasons. The reason being money, but like, yeah, this is bad.
After leaving the room, did he whip out his Pip-Boy and use a stim pack? So yeah, after destroying the signal, George goes back to normal.
Wall chicken.
And him and The Rock team up to bring Lizzie down. George dies.
No! Not, oh fuck. George was the best.
Just kidding.
Yay!
George was originally actually supposed to die at the end of the movie. Something I thought they were going to do because this monkey straight up stops breathing for 20 seconds. I thought it was a pretty bold creative decision to do that. But, no. The Rock literally intervened to give this movie a more cliche ending. He said, I don't like a sad ending. Life brings that shit. I don't want it in my movie.
Okay, that, whatever. I get what The Rock's saying. That's stupid. No. I like it because honestly, George is the only cool character, and it would suck if the only actual enjoyable character died.
There's a crocodile the size of a football stadium. We're not making Saving Private Ryan.
True.
That's right, The Rock. You're literally not making Saving Private Ryan. Unrelated, but one thing I love about that quote is he specifies that Izzy isn't an alligator, she's a crocodile, despite coming from Florida, which means there's going to be a lot of comments trying to correct me because I've been calling her a crocodile this whole time. Well, guess what? Lizzie is a crocodile. No, it doesn't have to make sense. It's the Rampage lore. Fuck you. Hi, I'm Chef Bobby Boobadelli. I had to sell all my important ingredients and cooking equipment. Now I can't cook. What will I do?
Just for time. We have to talk about San Andreas.
Disaster movies. A range I just made up. I call it the wacky meter. Like you have those movies that play the
Morgan
disaster
Freeman.
completely straight.
Is that straight?
No fun allowed. Like Greenland. It's miserable.
Never
Then you have
heard
the
of
crazy
Greenland.
Shit. 2012.
Yep.
Moonfall. Stuff like that.
Hollywood sign. The Hollywood sign is gone.
Even when f***ing billions are dying, who cares? Look at that donut roll. San Andreas falls into an uncanny valley, an unfortunate middle ground where the disaster is too stupid to actually take seriously, but oh man, does the movie not think this is a laughing matter. Man, does the movie not think
Okay, I was like, did my audio go out?
this is a... Oh
No,
my
it's
God.
in the
And then
video.
the next he's doing this.
I'm guessing he had to edit the audio out, and I guess copyright.
GTA San Andreas is about the big one hit in California, the anticipated big earthquake that will sink Los Angeles into the sea. San Andreas is that scene from 2012, but stretched out for like 2 hours.
It was a great scene in 2012, and 2012 is not a good movie, but that was a fun action scene. I don't need a 2-hour movie.
Hell, I think it even has the same plot, too. A divorced dad has to navigate the city to find his family.
It's always a divorced dad. It's always, hey, I know I fucked up our marriage and the kids are kind of okay with me. What if a apocalyptic disaster showed I'm cool?
The fucking car!
He wins back his ex-wife in the end because the new stepdad straight up dies. San Andreas is kind of the perfect example of rock slop. The Rock is a charismatic guy.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
In Rampage, he at least worked because he had a big gun and teamed up with a giant gorilla.
Monkey!
The worst rock slop is when The Rock gets nothing. When he is only there because he is The Rock and people will watch the movie. Look at this poster. This is about an earthquake, and his face takes up most of the frame. There is no reason why The Rock is in this. Rescue helicopter pilot Raymond Gaines could have been anyone.
Raymond
Jason
Gaines,
Statham,
of course.
Vin Diesel. Insert another bald guy from Fast and Furious. Would have been the same movie. The Rock being a big strong man does not matter to the plot at all, because he has to escape the Earth collapsing. Can't bench press your way out of this one.
Challenge accepted!
The Rock is our no-nonsense hero, calm and collected to a fault. Like, my man, the entire city is falling into the earth. Can you not be a bit more concerned?
Oh my God.
The Rock and his wife, Mom from Spy Kids, have been drifting apart.
Really?
Ever since one of... The Rock and his wife...
Holy shit, that is her. Huh. Yeah, still looks good.
Mom from Spy Kids have been drifting apart ever since one of their daughters drowned in a tragic whitewater rafting accident.
Okay.
He blames himself because it was his idea to take the trip, and also he was on the boat with her, and he saw her drown, and his job is to save people in situations exactly like this. And so his wife moved on to a new guy, Mr. Fantastic.
From the
And he's
shittiest
fantastic. Because The Rock needs to get back together with his wife at the end of the movie, they just make Mr. Fantastic the biggest dirtbag imaginable. He starts off as a respectable, normal guy. Then the second shit hits the fan, he immediately bails on his stepdaughter.
Yeah, these apocalyptic movies very much are for the divorced dad. It's like, I want a cool action scene, and I want the movie to say that I'm right and the new guy is a pathetic loser.
It's like the earthquake had the magical power of changing this guy's entire personality. He then goes on a side quest, fucking over anybody unfortunate enough to get in his way. Too bad you didn't outrun the boat, you idiot. After
Welcome back,
watching so
Evelyn.
many disaster movies,
We're going through rock slop. Shitty rock movies.
really pick up on the cliches. Paul Giamatti is the obligatory scientist who looks at the charts and says, "Oh God."
Poor Paul, you deserve better.
He saw it coming. He tried to warn us, yet we didn't listen. He's the one saying the most basic
Paul Giamatti in this movie, Woody Harrelson in 2012, Jeff Goldblum in Independence Day. Yeah, it's a cliche.
exposition about earthquakes anyone with a third-grade education should know about. It's so funny. Everyone in this
There's also someone that does this in Armageddon, but I forget his name.
university classroom is hearing about this stuff for the first time.
Professor, do you think something that intense could happen here?
I'm sorry, did you just ask if an earthquake can happen in LA? Paul Giamatti invents a device that predicts earthquakes, which isn't a thing that exists, but they needed it for the plot. And while he's testing this thing out at the movie dam, of course, everyone dies. Man, this whole
Oh, ski, ski, motherfucker! Oh, ski, ski, goddamn, goddamn! Oh, ski, ski, motherfucker! Ski, ski, goddamn! Okay, raising the timer. 20 seconds.
sequences something.
Dance
so
break.
His friend climbs up the dam while everything is collapsing, right? Paul Giamatti is telling everyone to run. Behind the barriers! Like it takes a scientist to figure that one out. And then his friend stays back just a second longer to save this obligatory girl who is far too old enough to just be standing there.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Why is this 11-year-old just frozen in place? It's like, earthquakes make me want to shit my pants, apparently. Oh, when an earthquake makes my body rumble, I have to cry in a corner.
And then he dies right at the goal line. He goes full Pa Kent. So, like, the whole plot is just these two traveling to find their daughter because Mr. Fantastic ran away, right? They finally get to San Francisco, when suddenly, if the San Andreas Fault was the one that shook, why is there a tsunami going into San Francisco? Shouldn't the...
Because Bridge is a icon, and we want to, in these disaster movies, we want to see icons and memorable places go smoosh.
have gone out to Hawaii? That isn't how these things work. Doesn't matter though, we need the other daughter to almost drown. You know, The Rock has to save her to right the wrongs of the past.
Again, it's like poetry.
The last 20 minutes is just waiting for them.
I saved my second daughter. That makes it okay, right? First daughter dead. Second one is just like the first one, right?
To not kill off the daughter because we know how this ends.
Nice to
Even
meet
after
you.
she
I'm Dolph.
literally dies. Look at her convulsing. She drowned. Oh my god. She doesn't breathe for like 10 minutes. This isn't cutting it close. She was fucking dead.
I want a sequel to San Andreas where she died, and it's just San Andreas 2. The Rock versus the ocean.
Literally beats the life back into her like Larry the Lobster. And so our movie ends on a pretty hopeful note, despite like tens of millions dying. And it's mainly because, just like 2012, our main character has now gone back together with his ex-wife. The Rock and his family overlook the bay as the American flag unfurls, and they feel optimistic about the future.
What now?
Now we rebuild.
Oh!
When I think of sequels that couldn't get the star to return,
Hey, you said no sequels.
I think of Jingle All the Way 2 with Larry the Cable Guy, or The Tooth Fairy 2 with Larry the Cable Guy. The Rock is Larry the Cable Guy in Journey to the Mysterious Island, which is ironic because he was the Tooth Fairy. Journey to the Center of the Earth is one of those movies you watch a decade later and go, wow, did it really look that bad? Yes. Yes, it did. And apparently Hollywood just needed a second one.
Never watched the Journey to the Center of the Earth movies. I know of them.
Because despite Brendan Fraser not coming back, we got a sequel. This time with The Rock.
We're procrastinating out of fear, aren't we?
Oh, absolutely.
Which means that this was the first instance of Jungle Rock, a trope that would be very common a few years later.
I'm sorry, Jungle Rock is fun. The Rock in the Jungle is fun. Are they good movies? No. Jungle Cruise is not a good movie. Did I enjoy myself? I did. Jumanji? Is it good? No. Did I enjoy myself? Kind of.
A whole genre of rock in itself. But before talking about Journey 2, we have to talk about Journey 1. Not because there's much connecting these two, there isn't, but just look at that.
Incoming at break.
We're still falling! Do you know Jules Verne? 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, From the Earth to the Moon, Journey to the Center of the Earth? Well, what if he was right? What if those stories were real? That's the premise. Also, there's a dinosaur. This movie came out a year before Avatar.
That's pretty bad.
Speaking of which, sometimes you'll hear Avatar praised as a theme park ride, which means it looked nice, and that's all anyone really remembered. Well, this movie is kind of like a ride too, like Shrek 4D. That's not even a joke, like a Universal Studios ride. Those rides that always throw something at you. Your chair moves. There's smell-o-vision. Journey to the Center of the Earth begins with this random guy fucking dying.
Bye, random guy.
It jolts Brendan Fraser wide awake, and he turns to look at that. Turns out this badly photoshopped guy is Brendan Fraser's dead brother who has been missing for years. Nobody knows where he went. So, like,
I'm pretty sure he died.
This dream? How does Brendan Fraser know what the cartoon dinosaur looks like before going to the center of the earth? Is this a psychic premonition? Is this the work of the three-eyed raven? We never find out. Ever since his disappearance, Brendan Fraser has been trying to figure out what his brother was up to. But oh no, Seth Meyers is about to cut his funding. He's the clear bad guy, because he doesn't want Brendan Fraser wasting college funds on proving that—
Why does this look like a really cheaply made sitcom? Movie cameras don't usually look like this. Like, this looks like a cheap sitcom in the mid-2000s.
Bad guy, because he doesn't want Brendan Fraser wasting college funds on proving that the earth is hollow.
It's all I've got left of Max.
It's been 10 years.
What a jerk. Conan would never. Anyway, Brendan Fraser's nephew, Peeta from Hunger Games, comes to town. These two have to pretend to get along despite having nothing in common. Perhaps they'll bond over their mutual enjoyment of the PSP. Hell yeah. After having a breakthrough, these two go to Iceland, where they meet Iceland Girl.
Hot.
That's her name. That's what I'm going with. and they'll all mutually
I'm gonna take
fall
a
into
piss and
hole
connect
like
my headset.
Squidward in that pirate episode.
Tonka's heating up and getting his nuggets.
They fall
Sounds
into
good.
a magical world at the center of the earth, filled with wondrous creatures, all rendered on the PlayStation 2.
I'll be there soon.
Despite the premise being about a lost world at the center of the earth, the most that really happens is they see some floating rocks,
Cool.
some scary fish, and get chased by that dinosaur.
You know where you can also see most of this? Spy Kids 2. Spy Kids 2 came out, like, what, 5 years before this? And has a Steve Buscemi.
Jurassic Park came out in 1993. After all those shenanigans, they return home by shooting out a volcano and sledding down a mountain in a skull. There's
Yeah,
not much
more
of
the
a plot,
merrier.
really. It's more like a series of set pieces. I guess you could say that in the end, it's all about the journey.
Ha 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 ha.
It's a live-action cartoon. Very Shark Boy and Lava Girl-esque.
Oh my god, you bring up Shark Boy and Love Girl, but you don't bring up fucking Spy Kids 2, which literally, this is just a shittier Spy Kids 2.
Which is another way of saying everyone looks like they're in a video game and it looks god-awful. But hey, I'm sure some kids really liked it back in 2008, just like how I like Spy Kids 2,
Thank you!
despite it looking like that.
Thank you.
This was meant to be watched as a 7-year-old in 4D 20 years ago,
my
and
God.
not watched at 11 a.m. in the year 2026 by an ever-aging man. You don't need a big screen, though, to appreciate Brendan Fraser. He sure is giving it his all.
I do love Brendan Fraser. I know he's making a joke, but I do love Brendan Fraser. The Mummy, The Whale, literally Rental Family from 2024, so good. No, from 2025. Very good.
He is being very...
Oh, also Inkheart. Inkheart is also a good Brendan Fraser movie. Also, he plays Machine Man in Doom Patrol. He's really good in Doom Patrol.
Brendan Fraser-y. He yells Sean a lot.
Sean! 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 Sean!
He's a very good leading man. He tried his hardest, and I think that's very neat. It also makes The Rock look so much worse in comparison.
Georgia the Jungle is also a fun cartoony movie starring Brendan Fraser.
They will not stop until you feed them.
Journey to the Mysterious Island is a movie I am shocked actually came to theaters and did not immediately release on Disney DVD. This is a sequel in really name only. This does not have the same director, nor the same writers, not even the same Seth Meyers. Nobody returned, except for Josh Hutcherson. Even his own mother left. That's rough, buddy. So, say you're an executive. You're in charge of marketing the sequel, which isn't really a sequel at all. Like, the only guy you have left is PETA from Hunger Games. And yeah, he's grown up, but he's not really leading man material until he fights Freddy Fazbear.
I was about to make the joke.
Later.
God damn
What
it.
are you supposed to do?
Did I read the script? God damn it. Or is my jokes just millennial core?
Well, they do what any self-respecting studio does. Get The Rock.
You've got to do this.
And it actually worked. This made more money than the first. How? I'll tell you how.
The Rock.
This guy. So, let's talk about it.
Okay. Too much happy. That's too much happy.
It's been 4 years since the first movie, and now Josh Hutcherson is a full-blown Vernian. Zathura has grown up to become obsessed with all things Jules Verne. Apparently, there's a whole bunch of Vernians out there, and they send codes to each other. He even gets in trouble with the cops after trying to hack a satellite to crack a fellow Vernian's code. Oh lord. After getting arrested because he thought riding a motorcycle set to Green Day was cool, he gets bailed out by his new stepdad, Hank. So, Hank, who has to go out at night to bail out his loser chud stepson, is thanked by that stepson for his inconvenience with the classic, "I hate you, you're not my real dad."
Hey, buddy.
It's just the first movie.
Here's the real thing. That's not his dad. That's his uncle. Why does he need the step? Oh, because there's no way in hell half of the Rock's genetics would make Josh Hutcherson. Okay, that makes sense.
Again, but instead of a hollow earth, it's an island. The Rock can't connect to his almost adult stepson. How will these two bond? Oh, I have an idea. Instead of this Jules Verne novel, it's these two. Instead of Iceland Girl, we have High School Musical. The March of Time
Vanessa
has somehow made
Hudgens
this
is
movie
actually a
even
good
more
actress.
Forgettable, like a discount
Shout out to
DVD
Band
your
Slang.
grandma buys at Dollar General because she thought it was Jumanji. The Rock isn't just Hank, stepdad with a heart of gold. He is really just The Rock. He's the guy that can do anything, solve any problem. Like, he stopped Sean from getting arrested by just showing up. He's not even a cop. They just listened to him anyway. He's just that alpha. That said, The Rock is probably the best part of the movie. He's really surrounded by a cast of boring or just plain unlikable characters. And the worst offender is shockingly Michael Caine as the grandpa. Turns out Grandpa is the biggest Vernian of them all, and he was the one sending the coded messages the entire time. Ooh, I find this development...
So wait, you sent it to your grandson, but not your son, who also is a scientist and a Vernian? God damn, this movie sucks.
really hilarious because it just makes this whole Vernian world so much smaller. At first I thought there was like a whole group of Vernians or something, but no, it's only this kid and his grandpa who give a shit about this stuff. Despite the last movie never bringing it up, the Andersons were some real adventurers this whole time. Oh yeah, the family's called the Andersons, I forgot to say that till now. And what's incredible is that the Andersons, this family of Vernian scholars, aren't even that good at it. Sean's been trying to crack this code for a while, and he just can't figure it out. And he never figures it out. They only solve the puzzle because The Rock casually strolls in and deciphers it in seconds.
The island is real.
Are you serious?
When they finally meet Grandpa on the island, Grandpa is kind of a dick.
You're the stepfather. Well, maybe that's why it took so long, eh?
Buddy, he figured this whole thing out. Your idiot grandson didn't.
Definitive proof that you are not an Anderson.
Yeah, he's not an Anderson. He's not related to you. That's how marriage works. The way Grandpa is just so confident in his introduction, you think, wow, this is a guy who has it all figured out.
Why don't you lead the way? Oh, actually, we want to live through the night.
He looks the part, he speaks the part, but, no. This guy is a fucking idiot. You see, the mysterious island is actually Atlantis.
Of course.
And Atlantis periodically sinks back into the ocean from time to time. Grandpa says that it will be years until the island sinks, like 14 years or so. Then The Rock looks at some puddles and goes, no, this island is sinking, like, right now.
This island isn't due to sink for 14 years.
I kind of hate this family. Sean acts all cocky and adventurous when the most resourceful thing he ever did in the first movie was just Google on a PSP. I mean, he did unscramble some codes at like 13, but somehow at 17, he doesn't know what coordinates are.
What are those?
Coordinates, longitude, latitude.
How are you just finding out
Yeah, this is really bad writing. This is so dumb.
about latitude and longitude? This is your job. Imagine if the National Treasure, instead of having that American Revolution autism, Nicolas Cage and his dad were just frauds. They solve nothing. The Rock is the one who finds the treasure.
No, it's even worse. It's like, what if Nicolas Cage and National Treasure didn't know what north, south, west, and east is? That's how bad that this dude who spent 4 years, like, looking at maps and like studying the world doesn't know what longitude and the other one is. Latitude.
Now, you might be asking, where is Brendan Fraser? Is he rotting in an apartment? It's kind of weird we're going on a Jules Verne themed adventure where his nephew is going to find his grandpa, Brendan Fraser's dad, and nobody ever bothers to contact the man or mention his name. Even at the end when his grandpa is back and it's like a big happy family reunion, everyone is here except Brendan Fraser. So, film theory. I'm gonna say that these two hate each other. At the end of the first movie, Sean ends up taking home a few pounds of diamonds from the center of the earth. Yeah, a few pounds. That's like a few $100 million worth of gems. But for some reason, in this movie, Sean can't even afford to pay for a helicopter flight. Brendan Fraser somehow came into enough money to start his own research lab, which isn't cheap at all. This isn't opening a lemonade stand. So I have a theory. My theory is Brendan Fraser just stole the diamonds. He just stole this 13-year-old's diamonds in Minecraft and ran.
Makes sense.
Nobody in his family ever saw him again. Sean even says something like, "Everyone I knew left me."
I've had a lot of people take off on me in my life.
What does that mean? Your dad died, your mom was, well, recasted, but he doesn't know that. The only person this means is Brendan Fraser, his uncle, his replacement father figure, stole his diamonds and future and left. The only priceless rock in his life now is Dwayne Johnson. Oh yeah, they set up for a third movie where they would have gone to the moon. They never did.
Thank God.
I'm behind you.
Oh my God.
The title kind of says it all.
Oh God, I forgot about Skyscraper. Again, I forgot that I even said that earlier, that I forgot Skyscraper.
Skyscraper is Die Hard, but worse. It's the towering inferno, but bad. I like bad movies. Like, if a bad movie is at least entertaining, if it's so bad it's good, I give it a pass. But there is nothing worse to me than a bad movie that's just so boring.
Oh, that is the worst.
One of those movies. It's tedious, monotonous,
refreshing.
a
Thanks,
perfectly
Chef
4 out of
Spiral.
10 mid-size action romp with a lot of CGI and forgettable characters. But hey, there are still a few differences here. For one, this one has The Rock. He's missing a leg.
Oh.
That's right. Ex-SWAT officer The Rock lost his leg after a failed game of Rainbow Six Siege, and he hasn't wanted to log back on since. He lives a simpler life now, in Hong Kong, working as a security consultant for the largest skyscraper in the world, the Pearl, a city in the sky.
Ooh.
I want to talk about my favorite character.
Also known as Nakajima Plaza. Yeah, it's Die Hard.
Skyscraper. The skyscraper itself. More thought was put into this fictional building than making a likable movie. I was obsessed with popular mechanics as a kid, so I just eat this shit up. I love fake buildings. I love stuff like this. Ironically, for a forgettable movie, the building itself is pretty memorable. I actually just saw it on a Metaball Studios video while making this video. They got an actual architecture firm to make this concept. The same firm who made the Burj Khalifa.
Ooh.
But like this one's 1,000 feet taller. It's a self-sustained
The Burj Khalifa is a real skyscraper, I believe, in Dubai. And I believe it's the tallest.
city in the sky. It's got a park. It's got a waterfall. It's got a big old ball. It's got the most high-tech security in the world. Until it doesn't. Oh shit, we got a Nakatomi Tower situation, and The Rock has to stop the bad guys from doing whatever they're trying to do. Who cares? They took The Rock's family hostage.
No!
Master Chief helped them do it. That's the plot. There's so many
It's
dumb
literally
moments you would
Die
think
Hard.
I'd find ironic enjoyment out of.
It's just fucking
like
Die
The
Hard.
Rock using his prosthetic leg in stupid ways.
That'd be cool.
He jumps like 50 feet one time. He kicks a guy so hard he explodes. But like, that's it. That's the most entertaining part of the movie. When it tries to be a real movie with a plot and everything, it just wears you down. So, the owner of this building is being extorted by some crime syndicate, right? But he pulled a reverse Uno card and hacked them instead, got all their names and information. Instead of giving that information to, you know, the cops like a normal person, or uploading it to a server in case they try to come after him, he just put it on a flash drive and hid it in the building. So these really bad...
I'm not gonna lie, that is some billionaire tech dumbassery. Comes up with a cool, smart idea, but everything around that smart idea is the stupidest thing that you could ever imagine.
Guys know where this really bad information is stored physically in one location, and all it takes is taking down the building to clear their names. How did you expect this was gonna go down?
You need to leave now.
So The Rock's ex-partner Master Chief teams up with them, and it's really funny because you think he's gonna be a bigger character, but then The Rock kills him in Act 1. Sorry, Jimmy Rings, no new season of Halo for you. The skyscraper the entire movie gets
pretty lame.
engulfed in flames, right? All because the bad guys shut down every safety protocol to break into the building. This includes the fire extinguishers. After all the bad guys are gone and explode, they press the fire extinguisher button.
I'm sorry, I wasn't going to bring it up, but I really do need to bring it up.
Every safety protocol to break into the building. This includes the fire extinguishers. After all the bad guys are gone and explode.
Yeah, like, I'm going to guess, like, maybe, like, a rocket was, like, shooting him, but, like, that's really bad. If it literally is just he explodes because gravity, god fucking damn it. That's so stupid.
They press the fire extinguisher button, and somehow it works. This building looks like this. It should be a husk, yet somehow it can still put out the fire everywhere.
The Pearl is the greatest tower of all.
Within these walls.
Oh, hail
it's
the Pearl!
Ass pull at the end of the movie. So yeah, skyscraper. It's all right. It's boring. Well, I think we learned an important lesson today. The Rock was in some pretty forgettable movies. A stunning revelation, I know. The funniest thing about
I'm a little surprised he didn't actually bring up Jungle Cruise. Oh.
Watching all of these is realizing that they would have never gone to theaters today. If a movie like Skyscraper came out today, that would have been an Amazon Prime original. San Andreas would have been an Apple TV exclusive.
All of this is true.
Maybe The Rock needs these mid-sized streaming movies, because I have a sinking feeling that with each box office failure, we get one movie closer to The Rock running for president. See y'all in 2032.
I would rather take President Rock than what is coming up. It's a better outcome. But no, this was really good. Pointlesshub is definitely my style of, like, comedy, like, and by that I mean, like, we made the same fucking jokes. God damn it. Thanks for checking out this video. Check me out on Twitch, SilverDFanng, 2 N's in Fang. Check me out on Twitter and Blue Sky under the same name. Also TikTok. Have a great night.